Good morning, all you beautiful people out there. It is Friday, and yes, we made it through another weekend. I want to say thank you to all of you for your continued support. You're all absolutely amazing. This week's quotes that I had come across, actually doing a little bit of research at the beginning of the week, and with everything that's been going on this week and the information I found out about my friends and stuff, it's been a eye-opening week. But the thing I wanted to talk about is change. The reason why I want to talk about change is that I know a lot of us struggle with change. And I know me, for example, and my young son who has autism, we struggle with change. We like things to be the same. We like things to always be going in the same direction, the same path. And that's just, some of us are that way, and some of us don't care if there's change. Some people struggle with it, causes meltdowns, and just don't know how to deal with change. But change is inevitable. And sometimes change comes when you least expect it. And then there's sometimes where change comes when you absolutely need it. So change is like anything else in the world. It can be good and it can be bad. But my focus is on how good it can be. So I actually have 3 quotes that I come across. And I'm going to read them all one at a time. They're all off of the same website. It's called quotes.com. It wasn't anything spectacular. No authors assigned to any of them, so I couldn't really assign any name or anything to it. So here's number 1. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. And I feel like there's a lot of times when it comes to change, or when it comes to anything really, if we really just do a little bit of deep search inside of ourselves, we'll notice that what we need is ourselves. We are the ones that need to make the change. We are the ones that need to make the steps to move forward. And a lot of times we'll avoid that because we're worried and we're hoping that somebody else will do it first. That would be easier for us to do it. But we are the ones that need to make the change. We are the ones that need to adapt and change to the situation. Make sense? Life will only change when you become more committed to your dreams than you are to your comfort zone. And that kind of all goes together. Because a lot of times, especially with me, I know that I'm bad for this, is like you get into your comfort zone and the last thing you want to do is mess with that, because your comfort zone is where you are comfortable, where things are okay. You don't have to stress about nothing. But getting outside of that comfort zone sometimes can be quite beneficial. I'm telling you. And the last one goes like this. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. And that's another thing that we all need to take into consideration, is that just because of where you started doesn't mean that's how you got to end. Just because that path that you chose doesn't mean you got to end on that path. Change is a good thing. And sometimes, like I've talked about this before. There was a gentleman that I remember meeting a couple of years ago. I believe he was in his late 40s, early 50s, had done the same career his entire life, and then just woke up one day and said, you know what? I hate my job. I don't want to do this anymore. And completely changed his life around, went back to school and everything. And he was in his 50s. Man should be getting ready to retire, and changed his life around and started a whole new career. Sometimes change is needed. Sometimes we need to make a different and take a different look at life. So, having said that, if you have some changes going on in your life, don't look at it in a negative way. Find the positive in it, because everything happens for a reason. And the more negative you think about that situation or that change, the more negative it's going to impact your life. And I really mean this, guys. And I've said this more and more times than I can really remember. Negative attracts negative. Positive attracts positive. It is literally science. We just have to make sure that we are thinking and speaking in a more positive tone, in a more positive way, and more positive things will come to us. I truly believe that. So having said that, guys, I hope you all have an absolutely amazing weekend. I love you all and I appreciate you all. And just remember, change is a good thing. Have a great weekend, guys.